I believe patience is an attitude. So it is how I carry myself. That's my attitude. So if I would have been impatient and also verbally expressed that, but now come on, it's not that impossible. Our conversation with that gentleman there standing in line behind me would have gone a very different direction. But because my attitude is usually in life trying to make the best out of any and every single situation, helped me, and it also helped him, because he was quite impatient. He said, well, but what are they doing here? And it's quite interesting. I give the listeners a little bit of a peek what happened there. The gentleman who was standing behind me, he wanted to print out his manuscript for his new book. And I did not know really, of course, he introduced himself, but I didn't know what this all was about. And it's a global, huge company that is known similar to Coca-Cola, actually, worldwide. And he was the CEO for 35 years of that company and that brand. And you see, he was impressed by my attitude. I'm certain he would have not been impressed if I would have been upset and maybe throw a fit or a temper tantrum, because he has seen those probably through his career. And I found it quite impressive how impressive I appeared to him. So that is how we were able to start talking. And of course, then he shared with me that the publishing company is pushing him because they wanted to have his autobiography already 10 years ago. And now finally it's in its final stages. And at that time, he told me the company name, but I did not know actually that then he was the owner of the company as well. So it's quite interesting. It's a very interesting story, because here we can see through this particular example that patience actually pays off, you see, literally in this case.
Yes, it certainly did. Certainly did. Yeah, it's interesting. I know that in some areas of my life, I struggle with being patient. I think that's because part of my personality is action focused, and I like to have things happening. And when I put a lot of effort in, I like to see results. And sometimes that doesn't turn out the way that I had envisaged. And so occasionally I think that I struggle with being patient with the things that I have no real control over. So I think that must be an issue. Let's talk about that.
Now we're talking.